Good morning dear learners and welcome you all to the lecture number 23 Digital Payment Systems in our country, module number 5 Cashless Banking. I, Dr. Vandana Sonkar, Assistant Professor, Faculty of Commerce, Banaras Hindu University, welcome you all. In the previous lectures of this module, we had discussed about the cashless banking and the various ways of online fund transfer, where we had discussed that cashless banking is only possible through the various digital payment systems that are available to us for the purpose of making our transactions complete without taking much time, effort and cost involvement. In this lecture, we will be going to understand what are these different digital payment systems that we can use for the purpose of making our payment with the online fund transfer or cashless banking method. So basically, here we will be going to understand the concept of electronic clearance system, unified payment interface, internet banking and the digital wallets. These are the different type of digital payment system that are available to us that we can use for making our payments without even visiting or physically handling the cash from one place to the another for making our transaction complete. So now let us first start the concept of electronic clearing services. Basically, the full form of the electronic clearing services, as it suggests, is a kind of service that helps us to transfer amount from one bank account to the another bank account by allowing the electronic credit or debit transactions linked from one account to the client's account, that means the another's account. So it basically helps us to make payment when we need to make payment to our client on a regular or constant basis. So periodical payments, regular transactions can be very easily made with the help of electronic clearance services. So in such services, an electronic mode of fund of transfer is initiated by the banking companies to facilitate the bulk and repetitive payments or received of the corporate world. Many times the corporates and the entrepreneurs need to make payment to the clients on a regular basis for the purpose of purchasing different kind of raw material or making the payments of different services such as wages, salaries and any other expenses. So all these regular payments that are needed to be paid by the corporates or entrepreneurs on a regular basis can be taken care of very easily with the help of electronic clearing services. So it is commonly used by the organization as institution to credit or debit the multiple kind of accounts or transactions that they have simultaneously in their business organization. The electronic clearing services has some important features why it makes it possible for us to use it in our business practices. Basically, it may be helpful for us to use it for bulk transaction, such as if we want to make any EMI payment, if we want to give our employees salaries, pension, or we want to give our shareholders dividends on the shares that they hold in our company, then such kind of electronic clearing services can be very helpful for us. It work on a batch processing system, that means it is not real time like IMPS or NEFT system, but on specific timings it will transfer the fund from one bank account to the client's account. That means it works on a batch processing system as per the information and input provided to the electronic clearing system. It will clear out the payments and make the transaction complete for the consumer. It is basically operated by the regulations that have been laid down by the RBI, and authorized clearing houses across the different regions of the nations for the different banking organizations have been established and made responsible for making ECS possible. It offers us a time saving and cost effective method of payment transfer for the large volume of payment, and processing also becomes very easy in case of the ECS system. Transactions are basically settled on predefined dates. That means usually a fixed time interval, the monthly date will be given as an input to the system, and accordingly the ECS will make the payments for the consumer. So it is basically an electronic mode of transfer or transaction of payment or receipt of transaction on a repetitive basis in periodic nature. It is helpful for a bulk collection of amount towards various types of bills and expenses, such as periodic investment in mutual fund, insurance premium, and any other thing. ECS may be used by institution for making various types of bulk payment related with their business activities, such as distribution of salary, interest, dividend, or any other kind of expenses related with their organization. So these are the different key features of electronic clearing system. Now let us discuss the various types or methods that are used under the electronic clearing services. So basically the electronic clearing services is helpful for us for making the payments related with the EMIs or bulk payments related with the utility bills. So it may be categorized basically into two main types based on the direction of the fund flow that is required to be done. So ECS credit is available as well as ECS debit is available to us, with the help of which the payments can be made, the payments and the transfer can be based. So basically ECS credit is a kind of clearing service that makes it possible for the institution to credit funds into large number of beneficiaries account. For example, if any corporate is there and they want to pay salary to their employees, then this disbursement of salary to the employee by the employer can be done with the help of the ECS credit. Then dividend payment by the companies as well as pension disbursement by the government departments to the government employees can also be done with the help of electronic clearing services. So basically bulk payments are made in such cases with the single entity to many individuals for transferring fund in their account. Next is the ECS debit. So these kind of clearing services are used by institution to debit a large number of customers account for receiving the recurring payments by them. For example, if the consumer wants to make the utility bills payment to the different institutions such as electricity, so to power corporation, to water taxes, telephone charges, all these utility bill payments can be done with the help of the ECS debit. Loan EMI collections can be done with the help of ECS debit. Insurance premium payment to the various insurance agencies can also be made with the help of using the ECS debit system. So basically it helps us in an automated collection of payment from the customer's account also. So according to the flow of fund, that is the cash inflow as well as the cash outflow, the different types of the electronic clearing services have been categorized. One is the electronic clearing services credit and the next one is the debit, where we collect the payment from the consumer. Now let us understand the various benefits that the consumer or the banking company may have of the ECS system. So basically it helps us to automate the bulk transaction. So every time when you need make payment, you need not to initiate a payment procedure under the ECS system. Repetitive transactions such as salary payment, pension disbursement, utility bill collection, all these different things are automated under the ECS system. So it helps you in reducing the manual intervention by minimizing the time and effort required by the customer to collect the payment or to make the payment with the help of the ECS system. It is time saving, so if it requires a minimum time manual intervention, that simply means it is very time saving also for the consumers. So especially in the large scale companies where you need to make a bulk payment, it will be very beneficial for the user because it will eliminate the need of individual individual processing of each payment, each collection. So hence it will save the lot of time for the consumer. It is cost effective in nature. Administrative cost associated with the bulk payments are very high, and ECS system, without taking much time of the consumer and with the help of the less paperwork, make the processing much more cheaper as compared to the other forms of payment where we need to make the payment with the help of check, demand draft or any other kind of method. So basically when the cost associated with the dispatch of the payment will be less, then it will be cost effective for the consumer. Error reduction, the automation also minimizes the errors that may happen when you will complete the data entry with the help of manual processing. So calculation, processing of transactions, when it is done on an on system basis, then automatic system will minimize the errors in the payment system. It is convenient for payers and payee. So both for the payers and payee, it becomes very convenient to check the multiple payments and complete the transaction in one go, as well as the payments are received directly by the payees in their bank account without any delays. So the collection of the payment also becomes easier for them. The ECS system is more secure and reliable as compared to the other system of the bulk payment. So electronic fund transfer and automated system reduces the risk of theft, the risk of loss and manipulation and fraudulent activity in the payment procedure. Also, timely settlements of the payments are made under the ECS system by a consumer, that is the payer or a pay. So the collection happens on a scheduled dates, as well as the payments are also completed on the scheduled date. That will improve your financial planning, as well as it will also manage your cash flows more smoothly. It is eco-friendly in nature. That means the ECS do not depend on a system where you need to have documentation of every payment. So due to the less dependency on the paperwork and paper instrument, the ECS becomes eco-friendly and a sustainable system of making payment and receiving payment by the consumer. It is trackable and transparent. It provides electronic records and receipts of transaction electronically traceable every time. So the system makes it easier for you to audit and monitor your different types of transactions whenever you are in need. Now let us discuss the next digital payment system, that is the UPI, that is Unified Payment Interface System. The Unified Payment Interface System, as the name reflects, has the purpose and functionality of the system. It aims at unifying the different banking system and interface under a single platform, so as to simplify the digital payment system for every user across the country. So basically this kind of UPI system helps the consumer by unifying the different banking systems that are available on online platform, and hence it makes it convenient to use them different types of facilities that are offered by the bank. So let us understand what do we mean by the term UPI. Basically it is an instantaneous real-time online payment system that helps us to transfer instant fund from one bank account to the another. This system can handle transaction from different bank account through a single mobile application. So it is a real-time payment system that is helpful for the consumer because it makes it easier for you to operate with a mobile platform only, as well as instant money transfers are also allowed with the help of the UPI. So the UPI has given a very good boost to the digital payment and the cashless economy of our country, making the transactions with the help of the UPI more fast, secure and available on a 24/7 time basis to our consumer. This particular system has also been developed by the National Payment Corporation of India for enabling the money transfer more convenient for the users of the bank account. Now, the key features of the UPI are, it helps in instant money transfer, so real-time fund transfer are possible here. It is always available on a 24/7 basis, round the clock, on weekend, on holidays to the consumer. With the help of single mobile application, you can manage multiple bank accounts and multiple bank products and services of yours. So, the next feature of the UPI system is use of virtual payment address. That means you need not to remember or share the bank account number or IFSC code of the various parties to whom you need to make payment under the UPI system. Here a virtual payment address is created, and with the help of the use of the virtual payment system only, the transactions are completed in the UPI. The transactions are always protected by a two-factor authentication and end-to-end encryption. That means by using a secured login ID and by entering the PIN or OTP, the transactions will be complete. So, the procedure is much more safer as compared to the other system. It helps in wide uses of the cases. That means it supports peer-to-peer payment, merchant payments, bill payments, donation and many more with the help of the UPI. The UPI payments are basically supported by scanning the QR code also. So, payment can be simply made by scanning the QR code of the various parties to whom you need to make the payment, as well as these types of services are often free or very minimum charges are associated with the help of the UPI transaction. So, these are the various key features of UPI. Now, let us understand how the system of UPI works, how we can make the payment with the help of the UPI. So, in case of UPI payment, the various procedures that are followed are given on this particular PPT. You can see at first you need to download the UPI enabled app. That means you need to first install a particular kind of app that will work as a UPI app in your phone. For example, in case you can have a Google Pay system, you can have a Phone Pay system or Paytm mobile application in your bank as a third party provider for making a UPI supported mobile transaction completing. Then you need to link your bank account with the mobile app. You need to open the bank and link your bank account by verifying your mobile number and selecting your bank account. After that, a virtual payment address is created by the app, then it is set, and with the help of that virtual payment address only, every time when you make your transaction, the identification for transactions are done by using the bank account details of the customers. Then when you make any transaction, you need to enter a personal identification number. So, you need to make set a UPI PIN, that is the UPI personal identification number, that will be used by you to authorize your transaction under the UPI system. Whenever you want to make a payment, to send money or to receive any payment from anyone else, particularly in case of sending money, you need to enter the recipient VPA address or the registered phone number on the mobile app, and the information related with the counterparty will be available to you. Then you need to enter the amount that you need to send, enter your UPI PIN and confirm and authorize the transaction, and finally the transaction once is authorized, the UPI system immediately transfers the fund from your account to the recipient account. So, this is how the UPI system works. First, you need to download a mobile app that is supported in your phone, and this third party app will make it possible for you to use the various benefits of UPI. Then you need to link your bank account, create a VPA, you need to secure it with a PIN number, and finally you can use the UPI system for making payments. Now, let us understand what is the UPI PIN. We have talked about that you need to set a PIN for making your transaction more secure. So basically, personal identification number is associated with your unified payment interface account. This may be a 4 to 6 digit number that can help you as a security measure to prevent any unauthorized access to your transaction. It is very essential that every consumer must keep their UPI PIN confidential and they should never share it with anyone. This will help you to ensure that only you can make payments with the help of your UPI account, and it will add an extra layer of security to your payment system. So basically, UPI PIN number helps you to identify that the payment is authorized and none activities such as the manipulation or any other kind of hacking activities is going on with the help of your UPI account number. Now, for setting a UPI PIN with the help of Aadhaar card or Paytm on the Google Pay system, you need to follow the following procedure. First, user must choose to set a new UPI PIN on the UPI application. After that, you need to pick Aadhaar based verification for the same. After that, you must accept and provide consent for the verification of the procedure. Then validation is done. So user must validate by typing the last 6 digit of their Aadhaar card. Then in the fifth step, you need to enter the OTP that will be received by the UIDAI on your registered mobile phone system. And finally, you need to accept and provide your consent for creating your UPI PIN number. So this following procedure needs to be followed by the consumer for creating the UPI PIN. These are the various banking organizations that supports the unified payment interface services. So we can see here that a lot of companies are associated with this particular payment system: Union Bank, SBI, HDFC, Axis Bank, Bank of Maharashtra. So number of banking companies have given their support to the unified payment interface services, allowing their consumers to make their transaction much more convenient and instant and transfer their fund by using the mobile phone services and installing the particular app into their mobile phones. Now, the next part of the discussion is the internet banking. So, we had discussed about the UPI, and now let us understand what do we mean by the term internet banking and how it helps us to complete our transaction without even visiting the branch of our bank. So basically, it is a online service that is provided by the bank and the financial institution, allowing their consumer to access their bank accounts from anywhere at any time. So you can manage your bank account via technological device, that means laptop, mobile phone, palm top or any other kind of device, as well as internet connectivity with you. For this particular internet banking services, a customer need to register themselves with the bank that they want to use the internet banking system. So for that they need to fill up a form and submit it to the bank branches so that a login ID may be provided to them by the bank. Whenever they will have the login ID, the user can access the internet banking account by entering the registered customer ID by the bank and the password that they have created. The signature based online banking is also available, so transactions are digitally signed and encrypted by the internet banking system, ensuring secure operation by the side of the consumer in case of the internet banking. So internet banking system is somehow helping you for accessing your bank account at anywhere at any time and using your banking services. So what is the difference between the UPI and internet banking? If we talk about UPI, it is an instantaneous real-time online payment system which help us in online instant transfer of fund from one bank to the another, whereas internet banking is a service that is offered by the bank and it facilitates the customer with the access of number of banking services via via online system. So here we are making transfer of fund on an instant basis, whereas in banking services we may have a variety of banking products and facilities on an online system. Now let us understand the different points of differentiation between the UPI and internet banking. So if we talk about what basis it can be differentiated from one another, so on the basis of access platform, the UPI is accessible only through the mobile app, whereas the internet bank can be accessible via bank website or mobile app both. Then services offered, primarily in case of UPI, fund transfer and merchant payments are allowed, whereas in case of internet banking we have a wide range of services such as fund transfer, bill payment, loan and credit, FD creation and many more. The transaction charges, if we discuss on the basis of, then currently UPI is free, or there is a very minimum charge associated with it, or it may be introduced soon also, whereas for internet banking the bank may charge rupees 5 to 15 depending on the bank policies for every transaction. If we talk about beneficiary requirement, in case of the UPI you need not to add any beneficiary, only with the help of VPA or mobile phone number you can transfer your fund, whereas in case of internet banking you need to add beneficiary from your account, and the account number of the beneficiary and IFSC code is required to transfer the fund or to make the payment. If we talk about transaction success rate, in case of UPI high success rate can be seen, whereas 10%, comparatively 10% lower success rate can be seen in case of internet banking if we compare it with the UPI system. So these are the various system with the help of which the digital payment system can be used. Now the next part is the digital wallet. The digital wallet is also known as a e-wallet system or a online wallet system, where software based system application is made for the consumer to store various types of payment information of their different kind of cards such as credit cards, their bank account information within the app. So this allows you to make your transaction on an electronic basis. So it acts as a bridge between the traditional payment method and the digital realm, allowing you to perform transactions more conveniently through the use of computers, smartphones or any other connected device on the internet. So basically it has the following features. Contactless payments are made with the help of the digital payment system. Bills and payments and recharges can be done with the help of the digital wallet system. It makes you capable of paying utility bills and many other services. Then peer-to-peer transfers can be also made with the help of the digital wallet. So you can transfer your fund to your friends, family and any other person instead of using the traditional methods of fund transfer. Loyalty cards and rewards may also be there as a benefit of the digital wallets. So many digital wallets integrate the loyalty program, allowing you to accumulate the reward points for your account. So it helps you to have future discounts in the online shopping. The various types of digital wallets are closed wallet, then we have semi-closed wallet, open wallets, and we have crypto wallets, and we have mobile wallets. These are the different types of wallets under the digital wallets system. So it comes in various forms depending on how much they store data, facilitate transaction and interact with the users of the merchants. So basically the first one is the closed wallet. It is issued by companies to the consumer for a specific transaction within that company's ecosystem only. That means users can exchange the transaction or you can say fund added to the wallet can only be used with the issuing company only. So examples are Amazon Pay, Ola Money, Starbucks app wallet and etc., where you can only make payments of these company in case if you are using these closed wallets in your phone. Then semi-closed wallets are there. These can be helpful when you are using the transaction for a selected group of merchants. So the platforms that you are having here may be a group of merchants, and the merchants may have a contract with the wallet provider. So it supports both online and offline payment within a limited network. So examples are Paytm, PhonePe, MobiKwik. These different merchant providers may be there who can provide their services to a group of merchants. Then we have open wallets. Open wallets are issued by bank. With the partnership of banks, these wallets allows the user to perform all type of transaction, including withdrawal and fund transfer. So it is usable for purchase, money transfer, ATM withdrawal and many more. So basically Google Pay system is there, PayPal in many countries are allowed. These are allowed with the help of the UPI or cards also. Then we have crypto wallets. Crypto wallets are basically designed for storing and managing the cryptocurrencies such as bitcoins and Ethereum, etc. It enables the user to send and receive and manage the digital assets securely from one user to the another. So various types of the crypto wallets can be hot wallets, or which is internet connected, and cold wallets, which are offline storage of the cryptocurrencies. So the examples in such case are MetaMask, Trust Wallet and Ledger Nano. Then the last one is the mobile wallet. The mobile wallet is a broader term for any digital wallet which is accessible via mobile devices like a smartphone or tablets. So basically it facilitates quick mobile payments, which is often integrated with NFC, QR codes and biometric verification. So Apple Pay, Samsung Pay, Google Pay, these are the examples of the mobile wallets that are available to us. So these are the different types of digital payment system which is available to the consumer in our country for transferring their funds electronically and conveniently. With this, we come to an end to this lecture. Thank you.